Hello, good morning children. Hope all of you are fine and staying well. So day before yesterday we had talked about the framework of our body, which is known as skeleton. So we had completed this topic, just revising what we had done on that day. Skeleton. So as we have discussed in our last class, that the framework of bones which give a proper shape to our body or which supports our body, that is known as the skeleton. And the skeleton is majorly made up of highly calcified material. It's a type of tissue that is known as bones. So the skeleton is basically formed of bones, but it has other parts also. We will talk about them later. Now when we were talking about the skeleton, so we were saying that it is a structure which supports our body. So it is made up of bones. If we want to see the bones inside our skeleton, then we had talked about X-rays. X-rays, they give the insight into the skeleton, and through X-rays we can know the exact number of bones and how these bones are arranged. So X-rays, and X-rays was discovered by Roentgen. X-rays were discovered by Roentgen. Now, when we talked about skeleton, we talked about carpus, which are number of small bones which are present in our palm. Then we talked about the rib cage. Rib cage is the bone in front of our chest that protects our heart and lung. And the rib cage, it extends from our front to the back side, and it meets the backbone. Then we talked about the backbone. It is also a long bone, but with smaller bones inside it. Those smaller parts in the backbone, they are known as vertebrae. So we had talked about this. Then we talked about the shoulder bones, the bones which support our shoulders. They are known as shoulder bones. They are also known as collar bones. Then we talked about the pelvic bones, which are present in the joint with the abdomen and the legs. Lower part, the bones of the lower part in which the bone of the legs are inserted, they are known as the pelvic bones. Now after that we talked about the skull, which has fixed joints, and the bones in skull, only the bones which are on the lower portion, lower jaw bones, that is movable, but otherwise the bones on the upper jaw and the bones which make up our head or the cranium, they have fixed joints in them. Now after bones we will talk about some other presence of other the thing which is present in the skeleton. So we will just talk about that. Now before that, before I tell you what we are going to study, just move your earlobe. This is your earlobe. Just hold it and press it, and try to feel some structures inside it. Try it yourself. Just feel the slightly hard structure inside your earlobes, and you see that your earlobes can be bent also. It can be bent also. So now the earlobes, they also have bones. We do not use the word bones for them. There is some soft structure. There is some soft structure which is not as hard as bones, and as it is not stiff as that of bones. Because of that we can bend the earlobe also. So this particular structure is known as cartilage. So these are called the cartilage. They are not hard as bones and can be easily bent. So this is the other structure which is present. This is the other structure which is present in our skeleton system. It is the cartilage. Again, it is also a type of tissue which forms the cartilage, but this tissue, unlike bones, it is softer and it is slightly flexible also. Soft है तो थोड़ा सा flexible है. That is why we can move our earlobes also, because in the earlobes we have cartilages. Now, if we see this can be easily bent. Now we talked about the movements. We can say that the skeleton, it is made up of bones, then it has joints also, and third thing is the cartilage. So the skeleton is made up of bones, then bones are joined together at the portion which is known as joints, and there are some softer tissue which is not like bone, soft and flexible, that is cartilage. Now skeleton is made up of bones, joints and cartilage. Now moving further, when we talk about the movement, we initially started the chapter by saying that we move from one place to another. So what is that makes our movement possible? क्या चीज है जो हमारी मूवमेंट, हम एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जा सकते हैं? हमारा स्केलेटन बना हुआ है बोन्स का, बोन्स आर स्टिफ, at some places we can bend those bones, so that are known as joints. Some are softer, and some areas have soft and flexible tissue, that is also known as cartilage. तो हमने ये सब पढ़ लिया, लेकिन अगर हम बात करें कि how do we move, then what is the process which helps in the movement of these bones, which actually result in the movement. मान लीजिए आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह खड़े हैं, तो योर स्केलेटन बोन, आपका पूरा का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर, बॉडी इज मूविंग एक जगह से दूसरी जगह, लेग्स आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट. लेकिन अगर बोन्स खाली बोन्स ही हैं, देयर आर नथिंग टू सपोर्ट देम, देन व्हाट मेक्स दीज बोन टू मूव, that results in the locomotion of our body. So in this portion we will come to know about how the bone is moved and what results in the locomotion. Now for this we will be performing an activity. You just make a fist and then you just bend it. You will see that this portion has become, this portion of your, it has become like hard, थोड़ा सा hard हो गया है. It has become hard. Now you release it, it will become soft. It has become soft now. Again you just make a fist, press it hard, and then you just do it like this. You will see that this portion, if you feel it, this portion has swelled up and it has become hard. So what is this portion? What is this portion? These are the muscles which are joined with the bones. So if I draw a bone like this, मान लीजिए ये आपकी bone है, this is your arm bone, then we can see that there are some muscles attached to it. The bones are attached to the muscles. These red structures, they are muscles, and this is the bone. Now every bone is connected by a pair of muscles. This is the pair of muscles. So what happens when we these muscles, they work in pairs? These muscles, they work in pair when the muscle is contracted. Let us see that this muscle is contracted. Contract मतलब वो छोटी हो गई है. The muscle, the first muscle out of the pair, one muscle, set of one muscles, they contract. Contract हो जाती हैं, and as a result they become small, छोटी हो गई, contract हो गई, they become stiff, hard हो गई, stiff हो गई, थोड़ी सी छोटी भी हो गई और stiff भी हो गई. And as a result of these muscles, they pull the bone towards them. The muscle pulls the bone towards them. तो एक मसल जो आपकी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो गई है, it has become shortened and stiffened. It has pulled the bone towards itself. Meanwhile, the other, out of the pair, the other muscle will relax. So this muscle is contracted. It has shortened, शॉर्ट हो गई है, it has shortened and it has pulled the bone towards itself. Now, the muscle has contracted, it is shortened, pulled the bone towards itself. This muscle has, meanwhile the other muscle is relaxing. Now, then what happens after some time? The other muscle, this muscle contracts, shortens, and it pulls the bone back. It pulls the bone back. अब ये बाद में this will contract और ये जो bone आगे खींच गया होता है उसको वापस लेकर आती है. And meanwhile this upper muscle will relax now. तो these muscles, they work in pairs. One muscle will pull the bone towards itself. After that, it will relax, and out of the other pair, the second muscle will pull it along its side. So in this way, the bone moves. The bone moves from one place to another. It keeps on changing the side, its path. So this results in the movement. In this way, the bone is moved. So I will just read from the book on page number 72. Muscles work in pair. When one of them contracts, the bone is pulled in that direction. When one of them is contracted, the bone is pulled. The bone is pulled towards that. The other muscle of the pair relaxes. To move the bone in the opposite direction, the relaxed muscle now contracts to pull the bone towards its original position while the first one relaxes. A muscle can only pull, it cannot push. खाली जो muscles होती है वो pull ही कर सकती है, bone को push नहीं कर सकती. Thus, the two muscles have to work together to move a bone. So in this way, the pair of the muscles, they move together to bring a movement in the bone. So they move in pairs to bring a movement in the bone, and this results in different type of movements in the human beings or other animals also where muscles and bones are there. Now, movement is brought with the help of muscles and bones together in higher animals. But what about the animals which do not have bones? क्या वो move नहीं करते? They also move. Let us see the movement in case of earthworm. Now moving further, movement in case of earthworm which does not have bones in it. Movement in earthworm. Now, if we talk about earthworm, we see that the earthworm does not have any bones. The body is only made up of rings which are connected with each other through the muscles. So, whatever job has to be done in the movement, it is done by the muscles. So, let us see how does an earthworm move. Let us take a body of the earthworm like this. The body is made up of rings. So, just showing these rings in the earthworm. So how does it move? Now you just first understand the process, and then this is the earthworm. Now, in case of earthworm, as it does not have bones, it has muscles. These muscles help in the movement. So we will see how this movement is done in case of earthworm. The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings which are joined end to end. The earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. These muscles, they shorten the body and they extend the body. These muscles, they shorten the body and extend the body. Now let us see how does the earthworm move. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body. Now with the help of the muscle, let us see. ये earthworm यहाँ पर है. It extends its body. The body of the earthworm is extended. It has reached here, and the lower portion is still there. The other portion is still at the back. ये पीछे वहां तक ही है. It has extended. With the help of muscles, the body, the part which is in the anterior, it has been extended with the help of muscles. Now the earthworm first extends the anterior part, and then first extends and then fixes it, then it fixes this part. After that, when the extended part gets fixed to the ground, it releases the posterior part. Posterior part आपका वो फिर release हो जाता है. It has reached here and it has shortened the. Now it has this part. It has extended the anterior part, and then it fixes this part with the ground. After that, once the anterior part gets fixed, it just releases the posterior part from the ground. Now the movement is done. It was here, now it has reached here. Again, from here it will again extend its body. It will again extend, and after fixing, it releases the body from the posterior part, and in this way it just moves like this. It just keeps on moving like this. Now I will just read from the book on page number 73. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end or the posterior end, जो पीछे की तरफ का होता है. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end towards forward. This makes it move forward by a small distance, और धीरे धीरे थोड़ा सा distance cover हो जाता है. Repeating such muscle expansions and contractions, the earthworm can move through soil. Its body secretes a slimy substance to help in the movement. So by repeated extension and contraction, the earthworm keeps on moving. Now the earthworm actually eats its way through the soil. It is said its body then throws the undigested part of the material that it eats. This activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants. Now during this movement, the earthworm, which keeps on eating small insects, and it is found in fields, it releases undigested waste also, which is organically very rich. So in this way, it keeps on adding the type of manure to the soil, and that is why earthworm is also known as farmer's friend. It is also known as farmer's friend because in the soil, it releases the undigested food which is rich in organic matter, and it works as manure for the field. So that is why it is also known as farmer's friend. Now we will see the movement in a snail. Snail कैसे move करता है? Again, the snail, it has a soft body. Snail has a soft body. The movement in the snail, if you see, the snail is made up of like this. This is the body which is generally seen. This is the body of the snail which is generally seen. Now in case of snail, the body is soft and it has the exoskeleton. It has the exoskeleton, but this exoskeleton, which is also known as shell, does not have any role in the movement. This shell does not have any role in the movement. This external covering of exoskeleton, exo मतलब बाहर, skeleton मतलब जो आपका hard body का जो part है, but it is outside, so it does not help in any movement. It just protects the snail. It just protects the snail because when the snail like it feels something, अभी कोई predator दिखता है, कोई बड़ा insect उसको खाने या बड़ा कोई और पक्षी उसको खाने आता है, so it just goes inside the shell. So this shell does not help in any type of movement. It is just an external covering which acts as a protecting covering for the snail. It does not play any role in the movement. So how does a snail move? How does a snail move? Now, if you keep a snail on a glass plate and observe it, or pick the glass plate and just observe, you will get to know how does the snail move. Now, the snail has a heavy muscular foot. It is a very big flap-like of structure which is extended from the body. This is the muscular foot. Whenever snail has to move, it takes out the very broad muscular foot. It is made up of muscles, and these muscles, they work as foot, and they just have a grip on the surface, and after gripping the surface, the body it moves. जैसे हम अपने लेग का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उसी तरीके से स्नेल भी अपनी लेग का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. दैट इज अ ब्रॉड फुट. फुट मतलब आगे का पंजा. Not a leg, but it's a foot which is muscular, highly muscular, and they take out the foot and keep it on the ground, then fix the body here, there, remain there, then again move the foot, and in this way they just move with the help of this muscular foot, which is otherwise not visible. तो हमें लगता है ये पता नहीं कैसे चल रहा है, but actually the snail uses a heavily muscularized foot to move. Now, a thick structure and the head of the snail may come out of the opening of the shell. The thick structure is its foot, which is made up of strong muscles. So we say it is a muscular organ which is made up of thick muscles. The wavy motion of the foot can be seen easily. This movement, now if we see, then we find that the movement of snail is slower than the movement of the earthworm, because earthworm, it grips and keeps on extending, contracting. The earthworm moves faster, but the snail, it moves slower than the earthworm. So with this, we finish here today. Tomorrow we will be talking about the movements in case of cockroach, birds, and see how other animals move. Thank you for now.